welcome to 2023, and indeed, the first Fragments of Silicon broadcast of the new year at time of recording. Hopefully everyone who would be listening to this had a good holiday season. And if you didn't, my condolences. Anyway, welcome to the Sunday reviews. 4 reviews up this week. The first of which is a game called Gyro DX. Your home planet is under siege from a band of intergalactic pirates led by a fiendish Gyro Boss. Unfortunately, your technology is no match for this deadly beast and his crazy weapons. Every game is doomed from the start, but you'll fight with honor to complete your mission objectives and achieve the best possible score. Dodge an endless assault of weapons as you orbit around the boss on a fixed circle. It's not as easy as it looks. Can you secure bragging rights as the best space pilot to bite the dust against the alien menace? I guess first thing to mention about this game is the audio is way too loud. So if the dev ever comes across this or actually bothers to listen, maybe adjust that a few decibels or give us the option to do that. It's not in the option menu. The option menu is one of those paltry affair. This might have been ported from mobile or console, quite frankly. Anyway, getting that out of the way, Gyro DX is okay, even though it doesn't resemble it aesthetically. It is a maybe not clone, but it's definitely a game in the fashioned in the vein of Super Hexagon. Clearly it's got a unique voice in that subset, but yeah, dealing with a arena that's ever changing and doesn't lasting a minute is an accomplishment. It's Super Hexagon, just kind of framed in a golden age of arcade sort of manner.
Because it kind of looks like it might be gesturing vaguely in the direction of Tempest.
Very vaguely. Honestly,
if you visualize the circle as a tunnel.
I suppose, but honestly, I think once again, Super Hexagon would have more aesthetically similar with the Tempest than this game.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's going for a low fidelity retro vibe, but it's clearly aiming for something a bit more 8-bit. Maybe
aside from the fact that it has pixels, but
instead of vectors.
Well, that's the thing. It has pixels, but it's using relatively smooth 360-degree control, which is not how pixels work, but I'll allow it.
Well, I guess they didn't want to do squares. Yeah.
It would be harder to do. Vector graphics would be more realistic for what it would be like if they had made a game like this back in the day.
Yes, I suppose that's true. But, you don't get too many vector game homages, which is a bit of a shame.
Well, yeah, it didn't exactly win the format wars, as it were.
Not really a format. It's
a format of graphics display, I guess.
Yeah, and it's something that became obsolete after the early 80s, but I think we're getting off track here. Anyway,
I guess once pixel resolution got high enough, but yeah, sorry.
Yeah, so getting back to Gyro DX here, outside of survival, your goals are set up kind of mobile fashion in the sense that you have objectives like, Petty's on the screen right now, play 10 rounds of Gyro Boss, or survive 30 seconds, or get a get a score of 1,000 or 2,000, or survive a particular attack. Play the game collectively for 30 minutes, which is a bit of an accomplishment because
at least the boss has a reasonable variety of aesthetically different moves instead of just it being all
not just
bullets that look mostly the same.
Yeah, not just aesthetically, but mechanically, they are different. Like, dealing with the shuriken shower is different than dealing with the...
Yeah, no, it's just that a lot of the time when they do something like this, there will be like one bullet graphic and they just change what it does.
Uh-huh.
Whereas here you get the actual, sometimes it's graphics, sometimes it's bullets, sometimes it's bombs or lasers, sometimes it's the shuriken things.
Yeah, it does mix it up better than I think Super Hexagon did. That being said, I'm not going to lie, this game had about the same staying power with me as Super Hexagon. That is to say, not much. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. This game is going for very short bursts of playtime.
How smooth are the controls for going around in circles?
Very smooth. I didn't have a problem with that.
Okay.
Part of me wants a rotary encoder, but
I'm like,
that's just something you have to be careful of, so that switching from going left to right doesn't get awkward.
Yeah.
When you're near the sides.
Yeah, it can get a bit awkward. It can get a bit awkward, and it's worth noting that the movement directions are reversed.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you push left to go right and right to go left.
Because you're inside the thing.
Yeah. And yeah, a rotary dial would have been nice, but it's a testament to how smooth the controls are that I didn't miss it with an analog thumbstick.
Mm-hmm.
Although you can use a D-pad as well, should you wish.
Not enough precision on that, though. Good lord.
Which is odd, given everything. You'd expect it to be the D-pad since, it's a technically 2D game, but here's the thing. It's doing a 360-degree move set, which is not exactly conducive to D-pad movement.
Yeah.
I'm like... Anyway, so I haven't gotten to the DX portion of the game, and that's because it's a thing I couldn't try out. Because, according to the Steam notes here, the DX is multiplayer mode. Enter party mode with 2 to 4 players and battle the boss together. Party mode cycles through a variety of weird mini-game, including faulty brakes mode and Civil War, who will come out on top. Yes, this is at best, remote play together affair, and even if we had gotten more than one code, we don't like doing those. So, could not evaluate the multiplayer, but it will give it some more play value, even if nominally, just because of multiplayer. That being said, for what this game is going for, it's pretty good. It's just, you're probably going to be playing this for like 5 minutes. It's the kind of game that would pair well with the Steam Deck or getting it on the Nintendo Switch. Should you go that route? Like I said, and I think that's about all I got in terms of there. Like the music itself, pretty expected chiptune affairs. It's good music. Might be royalty-free stuff. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it was something that was you'd be hearing in the background of some YouTube series. But I couldn't say for certain that it's open source. But I did rather like it, and I wouldn't object to listening to it outside of the game itself. Anyway, so in terms of pricing, well, we are recording this during the Steam Winter Sale, which is still slated to go on for a few more days. But regular price is $5, which is a bit high for this. I think I see where the $5 is coming from, because I'm assuming that's calculating the multiplayer mode. But factoring the multiplayer mode into the PC version of this, I wouldn't, because it's a local play affair, really. If you're remote play together, that means your local co-op using Steam's functionality there.
Mm-hmm.
But the game is going for a very paltry 49 cents, which I can more than recommend. It's like, I think for regular pricing, $2, maybe $3 would have been the most I'd go here. Similar to what Super Hexagon was initially priced at. It's a fun game. It's just, I don't think there's enough lasting power for $5 here. That being said, you probably won't regret playing this game and buying it. Anything else y'all wish to add to the proceedings?
I think I'm good.
All right.
Yeah, I think you've satisfied my curiosity.
It's always good. All right, so that'll about do it for Gyro Boss DX. Be sure to tune in after the break, as Petty Fan will be reviewing Opus Castle with a specific focus on Chapter 2.